The Lost Bible of 1775, proof that we're living a lie? What if everything you know about time is a lie? Imagine a Bible from 1775 that not only challenges our perception of history, but unveils a completely different calendar. A system with 13 perfectly balanced months. A system where every week begins on Sunday and ends on Saturday, the true seventh day of rest. Why was this calendar erased from collective memory? And more importantly, who stands to gain from disconnecting us from something so profound? Today, we're diving into the story behind this mystery to uncover whether this Bible is a forgotten piece of a larger puzzle. A puzzle that could change how we understand time, and perhaps even our spirituality. 1. The enigma of the 13-month calendar. Did you know that a 13-month calendar was once seriously considered by philosophers, scientists, and even major corporations? While it may sound radical, its logic is fascinating. But why, then, was it never globally adopted? And what if this calendar wasn't just a practical idea, but a reflection of a cosmic order lost through the centuries? Some theories suggest that the 13-month calendar mentioned in the 1775 Bible was an attempt to realign time with natural cycles, correcting a spiritual disconnection that persists to this day. Advocates argue that the transition to the Gregorian calendar, the one we use today, created a sacred rupture in time, altering the meaning of key dates such as Christmas and Easter. Coincidence? Or a deliberate strategy to sever us from our deeper spiritual roots? To understand this, we must explore historical proposals for 13-month calendars, such as Auguste Comte's positivist calendar, created in 1849, and the International Fixed Calendar, which was used by Eastman Kodak for decades. Both featured a harmonious structure of 13 months with 28 days each, but faced political and religious resistance. Was there a more powerful force at play? These proposals, while not adopted globally, show that the idea of a 13-month calendar is not new and has been taken seriously at various points in history. 2. What did the ancients know? Ancient civilizations relied on the heavens to measure time. But for them, the calendar wasn't just a practical tool, it was a direct reflection of divine order. Cultures like the Jews and Egyptians developed systems that blended lunar and solar cycles. The Jewish calendar, for example, adds a 13th month during leap years to keep festivals aligned with the seasons, ensuring that celebrations like Passover reflect the rebirth of spring. Could the 13-month calendar in the 1775 Bible be an attempt to reclaim this spiritual connection to natural cycles? Interestingly, the Egyptians, with their solar calendar of 365 days, also sought this divine alignment. What all these civilizations share is the belief that time was not merely physical, but sacred. So why did we abandon these traditions? Was it simply cultural evolution? Or is there something they don't want us to know? 3. A temporal conspiracy? But what about the implications of hiding a calendar like this? Some believe that the switch to the Gregorian calendar, introduced by Pope Gregory III in 1582, wasn't just a matter of organization. They argue that these changes allowed the Church to gain control over sacred dates, disconnecting Christianity from its Jewish roots, and perhaps something even deeper. This reform significantly impacted religious celebrations, especially Easter, which was decoupled from the Jewish calendar and recalculated using the new system. Some theorists suggest that these changes were an attempt to consolidate the Church's power and standardize religious practices. Other theories go even further. They claim that the transition between calendars may have erased entire chapters of our history, civilizations like the Tartarian Empire, or even events foretold by the Mayans that may still lie ahead. Was time deliberately altered to keep us in the dark? 4. The truth behind the 1775 calendar. The existence of a 13-month calendar in a 1775 Bible raises more questions than answers. What we do know is that ancient records often included information about timekeeping practices. Was the calendar merely a reflection of the Jewish system or similar frameworks? Or was there something deeper encoded in its pages? This story has resurfaced now, shrouded in mystery, perhaps because the idea of an alternate calendar resonates with our desire for perfect order or a more harmonious system. But is that enough to explain the fascination? Or are we confronting something far more profound? Theorists argue that the concept of a 13-month calendar is a lost clue, a forgotten piece that could reconnect us to a greater cosmic order. After all, the way we measure time shapes not only our perception of the past, but also our understanding of the present. What else might be hidden from us? Final reflections. Whether or not it's real, the story of the 13-month calendar compels us to question everything we think we know about time, history, and even spirituality. Are we living disconnected from the greater truth? Could we unknowingly be following an imposed timeline that distances us from original harmony? What do you think? Did the 13-month calendar really exist, or is this just another conspiracy theory? Share your thoughts in the comments and spread this video to your friends. Let's explore the mysteries that remain hidden in history together. Until next time, remember, the truth lies in the details.